Today we are going to talk about how to install a corner tower. First, we're going to start with the floor standing. We're going to put this on the right wall. Put it in here. And we got our push-in dowels. So I'm going to go ahead and install these just at the top. So I got those in. On this, you can use, in this position, you can use a through panel or a right end panel. I prefer just doing a through panel. If you're using 17 squares, I believe it pulls in the right. So I'm just gonna sit this here. I'm gonna grab my gun. You don't have to do this, but this just helps keep the panel in place. So I'm just gonna take a screw and go through. So this panel still can move, but it's not going to fall on me. I'm going to grab another center panel here. So see, we've got our holes. Put my dog bone in. I'm going to put the shoulder to the outside of the panel because we're going to connect the top to this. Gonna sit that there. All right, so when I screwed it to the wall and I went to put up my fixed shelf at the top, the wall is out of square. So I had to actually remove the screw, and I'm going to put this panel in. I'm going to keep it a little bit loose out of that corner. That's why I wanted to put the screw in so that panel wouldn't fall on me. But let's go ahead. I'm going to grab my fixed shelf. I can drop this in. I'm going to lock the two cams like so. I'm going to bring over this panel and I'm going to set this down onto the cams. I'm going to lock these two cams. So at least I got some structure. Now, I'm going to get that in the corner as tight as I can. You notice I'm kind of bowed out here, so let me square that up. And then we're just going to bring in another center upright. I'm going to get some dog bones here. Like that. Again, if you notice, I put my shoulder out. I'm using a center panel because I'm going to connect the next run with another top shelf here. So now we got that standing in place. Now we can go ahead and add our center fixed shelves, our bottom, our toe kicks if we are needing. So on this, just so everybody knows, this is the shelf, the radius that you use when you're doing hang bar. I'm just gonna show you the hang bar. So you notice you got your hanger here. I'm gonna put the rod cups in. I go down a hole, so, and then this will sit in. Roll this back down because I'm a little tight. Okay, now I'm just gonna turn that until I'm tight against the shelf and I'm level, and then I can just go ahead and set my screws into here, and that's what's going to hold it. Now if I did a normal radius shelf, or maybe I'd show you with this one, this is the 90-degree shelf. I'm just going to set this up top here so you can see where it doesn't land. So this shelf is for just corner shelving or in pantries. The nice thing about this type of panel, we can actually cut this off and still make a corner. We can't cut this off because the radius may not land flush to the end panel with this. This one cannot be cut, this can be modified. So now we're gonna go ahead and install the toe kick on a corner tower. First I'm gonna just put in my push them in. I just like to tap them with my screwdriver a little bit. So you notice, this is the long corner toe kick, this is the short. So this is actually going to marry up like this to create the corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my 2 push-in dowels here, and then I'm going to set this in. So first I'm going to lock that in. Take the short one, do the same thing on this side. So now we've created the corner. Alright, so now we're ready to go ahead and sit our fixed shelf in here. Grab this guy. So that fixed shelf is just basically going to sit on those cams, because we're going to tie the rest of this run on both sides together. This can be stationary. We want to make sure that the toe kick is screwed in. Good. This side. There we go. Use a 90-degree corner shelf.